Some voices don't just sing songs, they tell stories. Stories of love, struggle, triumph, and home. For millions of fans, one voice captured all of that and more. Before the platinum records, before the R&B hits, she was just a young girl on a Broadway stage, bringing a beloved character to life. In the groundbreaking musical The Wiz, this woman became a star overnight. But that was only the beginning, because her journey from theater to chart-topping success will make her one of the most powerful and underrated voices in music history. The centerpiece of today's video is all about Stephanie Mills. Now before we start, let's be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and push that notification bell to be sure you won't miss out on any more uploads. Now without further ado, let's cue that intro. Born on March 22nd, 1957 in Brooklyn, New York. From a young age, it was clear she had something special. She began singing in church, where her voice quickly stood out. At the age of 9, she appeared in the Broadway play Maggie Flynn. Mills was already performing at the famous Apollo Theater, winning amateur night multiple times. Her talent wasn't just impressive, it was undeniable. The stage became her home, and soon the world would take notice. That success led her to being chosen as an opening act for the Isley Brothers. This would lead into her eventually becoming real good friends with Ronald Isley. She was chosen to play Dorothy in the Broadway version of The Wiz in 1975, which was the reimagined version of The Wizard of Oz. This show was presented through the eyes of Black music, culture, and soul. Mills, she gave a great performance. Her performance at home became the production's focal point. Her voice moved audiences night after night. The part made her a rising star, and she won praise from critics. Nevertheless, Diana Ross portrayed Dorothy rather than Mills when The Wiz was adapted into a full-length movie by Universal Pictures and MOTOWN Records. Despite at the time being a huge failure, the movie today is considered a cult classic. Mills started pursuing a music career following her breakthrough in The Wiz. The shift from the stage to the studio wasn't as quick as in the case with many musicians. Mills was introduced by Jermaine Jackson to Berry Gordy, who was the head of MOTOWN, who decided to sign her to his label. She released her debut album for the label for the first time. Now before this album, she had another album for ABC Records titled Moving in the Right Direction. Her first two albums failed to produce a hit, and she left MOTOWN in 1976. Her early recordings didn't achieve major commercial success, but she continued refining her sound, blending soul, R&B, and pop. Her patience paid off. By the late 70s and early 80s, she began finding her place in the music industry. In 1978, she signed with 20th Century Records, and she teamed up with the hit production duo James and Tume and Reggie Lucas. Her first album for the label was What You Gonna Do With My Lovin'. This album went gold, peaking number 12 on the R&B charts and number 22 on the pop charts in the summer of 1979. The album spawned two singles, What You Gonna Do With My Lovin', that peaked number 22 on the pop charts and number 8 on the R&B charts. And You Could Get Over, that peaked number 55 on the R&B charts. The 80s marked Stephanie Mills' rise to R&B stardom. With a string of hits, she became one of the most recognizable voices of the decade. Her voice is rich, emotional, and powerful. Her voice is deeply connected with audiences. Her next album, Sweet Sensation, peaked at number 3 on the R&B charts and number 16 on the pop charts, selling over 1 million copies, going certified platinum. The album featured the hits Sweet Sensation, that peaked number 52 on the pop charts, number 3 on the R&B charts, and number 5 on the dance charts.
What you love has done for me.
And Never Knew Love Like This Before, that peaked number 6 on the pop charts, number 12 on the R&B charts, number 5 on the dark contemporary charts, and number 5 on the dance charts. This song also won her first Grammy for Best R&B Vocal Performance by a Female. Around this time, she briefly married Soul Train dancer Jeffrey Daniel, who was a part of the group Shalimar, and she also briefly had a relationship with the King of Pop. Her next album, simply named Stephanie, peaked at number 30 on the pop charts and number 3 on the R&B charts. The album was also a huge hit, selling over 1 million copies, going certified platinum. The album included notable songs such as Two Hearts, that peaked number 40 on the pop charts, number 3 on the R&B charts, and number 82 on the dance charts.
You're giving me so much of yourself.
And Night Games, that peaked number 33 on the R&B chart. In 1981, she signed to Casablanca Records. Her albums for the label included Tantalizingly Hot, Merciless, and I've Got the Cure. In 1983, she had her own NBC TV daytime talk show, and she also reprised her role in the Broadway revival of The Wiz. She signed a deal with MCA Records, which she released her self-titled album. This album sold over 500,000 copies, going certified gold. This album was followed by If I Was Your Woman, that sold over 1 million copies, going certified platinum. Mills' success continued with the 1989 album Home, that sold over 1 million copies, going certified platinum. Mills recorded another album in 1992 titled Something's Real, and a Christmas album before being released from her contract with MCA in 1992. That next year, she once again starred in the role of Dorothy in The Wiz. This revival was short-lived, closing after 28 shows. Mills released a live gospel album in 1994 titled Personal Inspirations. In her career, she has a total of 16 studio albums, with 2 going certified gold and 4 going certified platinum. She also has 1 Grammy, 1 AMA, an NAACP Image Award, a Tony Award, and in 2022, she was inducted into the North Carolina Music Hall of Fame. In 2025, she received the Triumph Award for Lifetime Achievement in the Arts. And on January 21st, 2026, she was inducted as an honorary member of the Zeta Phi Beta sorority. Mills was married 3 times. She has a son who was born with Down syndrome, and as of today, Mills is a strong advocate of Down syndrome, spreading awareness every chance she gets. In 2021, Mills participated in a versus battle with singer Chaka Khan. As of 2026, she continues to do what she loves best, which is traveling around the country on tour and performing live in front of sold-out audiences, spreading love and empowering people to be their best. What set Stephanie Mills apart wasn't just her success, it was her voice. She had a rare ability to move effortlessly between vulnerability and strength. Her performances carried the emotional depth of gospel and the precision of Broadway and the soul of R&B. Listeners didn't just hear songs, they felt them. This unique combination made her one of the most distinctive vocalists of her era. Like many stars, Stephanie Mills' journey wasn't without challenges. Life in the spotlight brought both success and pressure. She faced personal struggles, including highly publicized relationships and the demands of maintaining a music career. She's also a very outspoken person who spoke about whitewashing in the music industry. Despite these obstacles, she remained dedicated to her craft. Her resilience became an important part of her story. Even after achieving success in music, Stephanie Mills never lost her connection to stage. She returned to theater performances and continued showcasing her talent in live settings. Her roots in Broadway remains a defining part of her identity. For fans, seeing her perform live was a reminder of where her journey begins. Today, Stephanie Mills is recognized as one of the most powerful voices in R&B history. Her influence can be heard in generations of artists who followed. Her performance in The Wiz remains iconic. Her music continues to resonate with audiences around the world, and her voice still carries the same emotion that first captivated listeners decades ago. Now, before we go, I have a few questions for you all. What is your favorite song by Stephanie Mills? Also, what Hall of Fame do you believe Stephanie Mills deserves to be in? Before I go, I want to take a second to promote my Discord. Over here, I provide a safe space for my supporters. We discuss music of all genres. You can provide me feedback on recent uploads, etc. If that interests you, then go ahead and check me out. The link is in my bio. While I have y'all here, if you would like to support the channel further, then feel free to become a member. By doing so, you help make these videos possible. I thank each and every one of you who supported me along this journey.